All right. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jason. I'm just going to jump right into the next little video here I've been working on. My next little project, I've mentioned in other videos, I want to add an air oil separator to my Mazda Miata here. And the reason for that is since I now have the supercharger on here with these direct injected engines, I want to try and minimize any oil getting into the intake here. And gumming up the works down the road. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will already understand this. I had to do my own research on it. With a direct injected motor, you don't have the benefit of the fuel injectors spraying fuel into the intake and on top of the valves to clean out any oil residue that may get circulated from the crankcase down below back into the intake and in through the top of the valves. With direct injected, you've got the fuel injectors down below the valves, right at the spark plug. So any oil that is circulated from the crankcase back up through the intake, there's no chance to wash that away with fuel from the fuel injectors. So over time, that'll cause a carbon buildup on the backside of the valves. So an air oil separator can help reduce or eliminate any of that oil flowing back into the intake and back into the motor. So what I've done, so I've picked up one of these Verus air oil separators. I picked it up from Fab9 Tuning, and I want to get this added to the Mazda. So the first big gotcha with this is that this is supposed to mount right here, and this is a mount for the sound tube that used to run across here and into a plug in the firewall there. Now, obviously that's been removed since we installed the supercharger, and there's a little bracket. There's a little bracket in the package here that's included that would let this sit something like that, right? And then this would mount here. But obviously I've got issues with the supercharger being in the way, so I can't put this here. I can't get it down low enough to where it won't interfere with the hood. So my thought, what I think I'm going to do is there's plenty of room over here, right? And we can nestle that down right in here. Something like that, right off of this body control module. And there's already a bracket that was added for the expansion tank for the supercharger here. What I think I'm going to do is just get a little piece of steel and bend up another little bracket, and probably right around this side, come off here and around in here, and maybe, you know, if I do it right, I can have it sitting just like that, tied right into this existing bracket. Should be nice and easy and still be firm. And then I'll run my crankcase lines, I'll run those nice and neat around the back and underneath. And then my intake lines, that one will run, obviously that's running from here underneath here and plugging in here. I'll loop that around nice and neat here, and then again from here to here underneath, and you shouldn't really see anything different. And I think that should work out well. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to get started on. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, got the bracket cut up, bent up, and fit. So that's going to fit in just like this. Use the bolt here for the body control module. And I'll run another bolt right there, lock it down nice and snug. Then, you know, obviously once everything's tight, then that's on there real nice and snug. It gives me a nice flat surface to then mount to the AOS. So for that, I think we can just do something like that, just right on that bottom row there. That on its bracket. Now we slide this thing in here like so. And hopefully that may need drilled out a little bit more. We'll put a bolt or a nut on here. And there. I mean, that'll work, won't it? I think that'll work. So that does it. That gets it physically installed. I think it's going to work out well. So I need to go back through my footage. I think I missed some of this. I tried to capture, you know, cutting out this bracket from steel and bending it up. I've got some of it, but I think I missed the actual cutting out part. But it wasn't anything, well, I mean, you can see it's nothing fancy, and I'm just taking advantage of the bracket that's already here for the expansion bottle for the supercharger. So now, up next, and I'm going to call it good for this video, but up next is going to be, let's just make sure this fits. Yep. So that's going to fit there and get routed something like that. All right, well, thanks for tuning in so far. Hang tight. I'm going to get this wrapped up here in the next video. So next video, we're going to be pulling the supercharger itself off, which means the battery and the air box is going to come out again. ECU's got to come out. And I'll double check my coolant hoses down there to make sure nothing's rubbing on the steering arm. Make sure all that's good, and we'll get this AOS plumbed up, and I can call this one complete. Until then, thanks much for tuning in, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That would really help me out and keep these going. Thanks much.